All right, I was able to get my hands on the actual order for Naresh Bhatt's Frank's hearing, and it was continued yesterday because the Nepali interpreter was not available after all. And you can see down here it has been continued to November 7th at 10 a.m. And so, of course, I will be there. Now, I also got a ton of comments like this on my video, which is, he has a lawyer who can explain, then why does he need an interpreter? People have been asking. We've heard him speak in English. We've seen him write Facebook posts in English. He was in the army. Like, he speaks English. Why do we have to cancel hearings because the interpreter isn't available? And it's a fair question. I've talked about it before, but then, I was like, well, I guess maybe not everybody has watched like all 90 of the videos that I've done on this case. So let's talk about it again. Because English is not Naresh's primary language, he does have the option of having an interpreter. And that is something that they decided very early on. I don't know if that was something he asked for, or something that his lawyer asked for, the judge, whomever it was at the beginning. When he was first arrested and he had his very first court appearance, he did have a Nepali interpreter present. Because of that, it set a precedent. And there was one hearing where the interpreter was not available that they did end up canceling. And it was a pretty, minor scheduling hearing. And so, his attorney was like, listen, we are comfortable proceeding without the interpreter for this hearing. But the judge said, absolutely not, because they do not want Naresh or his team coming back at any point and saying, hey, he did not understand what was happening in this hearing. He did not understand what was happening in this trial, so he was not able to participate in his own defense. The Sixth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution gives people a right to have counsel, whether it's appointed or retained, and it also gives you the right to participate in a meaningful way in your own defense. So you could very easily make the argument that his lack of ability to 100% understand everything that everybody was saying in his hearings and then later on in the trial would impede his ability to do that. So it becomes a constitutional issue, it becomes an appellate issue, and it becomes an issue that nobody wants. So they're just really trying to nip that in the bud.